for today. So the confusion continues, and you can pretty much see the last couple of days, well, most of last week, and we started off this week with a pretty bearish bar. But it's big up, big down, big up, big down, big up, big down. So, the pattern continues, and you can see it happened some time ago, forming this breakout pattern. And I think the key element here is we hit pretty much what could be a double top. So there were two areas we needed to pay attention to. The one is up here at 3264, okay? And then the other area is pretty much where we are now. And there's two fractional levels here, but you can see we've tagged pretty much the higher one. So that is 3234. That's our line in the sand to the upside, but we are now back testing this previous area of interest down here. And remember, that is a fairly strong weekly level. Okay, you can see we had 3 weeks which we were hovering at that level. No reason for it, just seems to be a level that was picked. And we are now hovering around that area. So there's a lot going on. So California's basically shut down some of their recreational sites, bars, restaurants, gyms, churches, etc., due to the virus. We've got USA and China puffing their breasts in the China Sea at the moment. And then obviously we've got earnings coming up, and that really starts today. So today we have a number of the large banks, and the notable ones are going to be JP Morgan, Citigroup, Wells Fargo. Okay, those are pretty much the bigger ones that are coming through today. And then a host of smaller banks as well that will start coming through this week. So this is really going to be the true test to see what has the virus done to the markets at the moment. Okay, anyway, at the 3 hour, this is an area for me that I should be looking to buy. I just don't like this big engulfing bearish bar. I mean, we've taken out 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've taken out 9 previous 3 hour bars at the moment. So that is fairly significant. I think one of the things that I will want to do here is just put a trend line in, and we do need to see a pullback. The trend is up. Okay, no doubt about that. But what could be transpiring at the moment is pretty much a sort of a wedge onto a level, and that is a major level, which now gives us a potential breakout. So this is the area I'm watching with interest, 3157. Okay, break off this area, retest it, and start moving. That would validate this wedge pattern and move us to the downside. But until that transpires, it's the 1 hour we need to pay attention to. Pretty much Friday and Mondays, because Monday started off getting some gains, hit the level, and then bounced off. But pretty much most of Friday's gains are gone now. We'll have to wait and see what transpires here. But I think what you want to do, or what I'm going to be doing at the moment, is really just sitting tight right now. I don't think it's worthwhile trying to chase something at the moment. So you could look at the setup and say, well, it's looking pretty bearish. We need to look for an opportunity to sell as soon as we get confirmation. And that confirmation is not going to be around there. It's really going to be just going to be a bit conservative here. Is going to be below 3117. Just bear in mind that this 3117 or 3125 area is going to offer value for the bulls as well. So, in a nutshell, we know we're going to get, let's just call it reduced earnings. I think the market has priced that in. We know the Feds are buying their balance sheets up to $7 trillion at the moment, and they're pretty much buying everything at the moment. So I don't see them allowing the market to collapse. They're probably just going to print more money and buy more. So for me, I'm still looking for opportunities to buy this. Still buy the dip market. It doesn't matter what's happening. This sell-off yesterday is pretty healthy. in my opinion anyway, it does allow us to get a better opportunity to get in. But I think the big question is from the earnings side is it going to be worse than expected or is it going to be as expected? If it's as expected, then I don't see much transpiring, and that's pretty much what I'm anticipating. I can't see them coming in worse than expected. And if it is worse than expected, then you're probably going to set the scene for the rest of the week for a bearish week. But right now, I think what we're seeing over the last couple of hours during the Asian session, that's kind of what I'm expecting until we get some of the results coming through. So I'll just wait patiently and just see what transpires. I see there's a lot of opportunities on the Forex pairs, so we'll look at the Forex pairs. We'll concentrate on Forex for now. But this is going to offer us value very shortly. Okay. And these two areas to the downside are definitely what I'm looking for. So 31.35, 31, let's just call it 31.20. And I just want to come up to a higher time frame because there's so much congestion to the left if you look at this. And these breakouts have not been tested. So this breakout here, 31.35, has not been tested. So, we sort of broke up. That's not really a retest. It's down below it, back above it, down below it, back above it, then take off. And now we're coming back. And sorry, the other thing that we need to just bear in mind, believe it or not, is what is the Fibonacci level. So we're just below the 61.8. Okay. So yeah, so I suppose we better put that level in as well. So those are the levels, and I think the level where we're at right now, 3156, is another area that we need to just pay attention to. There was a lot of effort to try get through this area. You can see 4 attempts there, 5 attempts, then through, then bouncing around. We still haven't tested it. This could be the test. So an easy way for this one is wait for the hour fractional, and at the moment it's to break above these tails here. So in other words, what you're looking for is price to get above this tail at the moment, and you've got a 200-point stop loss, and you're looking for a move back the upside. Okay, so yeah, but I think for me, I'm going to wait for some of the results to come out before we get back into this. Trend is up on the higher time frames, but we do have a potential double top that may just be brewing, and I emphasize the word may. It's not going to drive me into it until I get below the swing low down here, which is 29.38. Okay, until then, this is still in an upward trend. You cannot see it any other way. Okay, so any pullback is an opportunity to buy. Anyway, for me, it's wait, sit in the hands for now, wait and see what transpires. This area does interest me. A little bit below does also interest me at 3135, and a little bit lower at 3117 interests me even more. Okay, so the other thing bear in mind is if I do that, like that, you'll see I have a pretty strong channel potentially forming as well. Okay, anyway, guys, that's it for me this morning. Whatever you do, keep those stops really, really tight, and don't read too much into the sell-off. Okay, this could just be, buyers are waiting for better value. They're not going to buy higher up. They're waiting lower down. I don't read too much into this at the moment. Let's wait and see what happens with the results that are coming out this week. That'll give us some kind of direction to see where we're going. Okay. Anyway, guys, hope it helps, and we will catch up with you later. Cheers for now.